Samson Dauda versus Quint Beastwood is the comparison we have for you today. I believe you guys selected this one. A lot of you guys voted on it because these guys are training together. They're training and prepping before Quint Beastwood's next show. So, anyway, on with the comparison. Obviously, Samson is going to win this one. Doesn't really matter, so I selected his Arnold Classic showing. It was his last performance. His Olympia version, obviously a little bit tighter, a little bit better, but this is second place at the Arnold Classic. Obviously, and that's no knock on Quint, he is going to lose the comparison. We know that coming in. This is the Tampa Pro for Quint. I think he was a little bit sharper, a little bit better here than he was at the Texas. Although I will say Texas Pro had some good lighting. Now, yes, of course, Samson is going to be a stud. He's going to be the stud in this matchup. But here, you see this? This is Samson Dauda way back when? 2020 at the Europa Pro? And I think Quint Beastwood, he's farther along when you compare these two versions. Structurally speaking, these two are the best of the best in the IFBB. Now, let us display these incredible structures with some poses. Wow! Quint Beastwood, he looks good. What can I say? Samson, a little bit thicker in the arms, I would suggest. A little bit larger in the lats. The lats are quite a bit bigger, I think. And the wheels, I mean, Quint has some pretty big legs, but they're so long. The femur, not femur, it's femur, right? An F. The femur bone itself, much longer. So it is very difficult to fill those quads out. So, obviously, Quint Beastwood, he's going to be losing due to condition, mostly, but size and muscle, too. Midsection, worth to mention, Quint Beastwood, much better. Now, here's that Europa. The Europa Pro, and he's very small, is Samson. And it's hilarious to say or to even suggest that a big 250 or 60 or whatever he weighed here, big 260-pound man is small. He's small in comparison to himself now. So in a normal world, these guys are both giants. And Quint Beastwood, he's beaten Samson Dauda with the Europa Pro version. Now here is the front lat spread condition. Look at that ripped, dry condition of Samson. But Quint Beastwood, not bad. Not bad at all. I've seen him more conditioned than this, but he was much smaller. So this is his best bet to be. Right now, anyway, till he packs on a little bit more muscle. But I mean, geez Louise, he's doing pretty good against Samson Dauda, considering his midsection looks a whole lot better. And those are little treats. Those are little genetic goodies, like calves. And you probably notice I don't mention the calves as much anymore. Why should I when the IFBB doesn't? It's just very discouraging to even pay attention to the calves nowadays. But yes, Samson, he's probably still winning due to the width, size, and, of course, condition. Now turn to the side chest pose. Very noticeable is the condition edge here in the side. More so than the front shots, I believe. Nice presentation for Quint Beastwood. He looks very wide. You look at the silhouettes, he's opened up just nice, and it's not like he's turning to the front. He's not facing us. He's just opening up the upper body very nicely. But you can only go but so far with presentation and muscle. Condition will get you every time in bodybuilding. Calves from the side. Again, Quint Beastwood. Wow. Impressive. Now the side tricep, it's more than just condition this time. It's size and thickness. Look at how big Samson Dauda is next to Quint Beastwood, who is no small potatoes. Worth to mention the midsection of Quint Beastwood all along. I mean, every pose, he is beating Samson Dauda in that aspect. Well, Samson might get him in the midsection. In the back shots, little bit of a joke there. As you can't see the midsection. Kind of a corny joke, I know. Same somewhat muscle attachments. Very thick in the lower lats. Doesn't really open up as much as, if you had all the perfect lines, everything like that. But, similar in the traps as well. Now the lower half, completely different. Wow. Glutes till Tuesday for Quint Beastwood. No glutes for Samson Dauda. Hamstrings all over the place for Samson. Not many for Quint, and like I mentioned, I've seen him in better condition. Quint Beastwood, I believe. With all due respect. Hey, these guys are very impressive. But I've seen much more separated hamstrings on Quint Beastwood than this. Here's the back double. Wow, look at Samson's presentation. Unbelievable. And there was a time where his rear lat was probably the better of the two. He's getting to a point now where it's similar. They're similar. Traps. The traps are a little bit uneven for Quint Beastwood, or is it just me? Is it just me? Now, to be fair to Quint Beastwood, here is the Europa Pro, and you can stick a fork in it and suggest for sure that Quint Beastwood, Tampa Pro, he is defeating the Europa Pro 2020 for Samson Dauda. I think they're the same age here. That's why I used that version. No, I'm just joking. I didn't check. I figured they might be around the same age here. Could be. Here is the abs and thigh to finish this one off. Well, we have a most muscular, but I mean, if you don't have your decision made by the abs and thigh, to have a tiebreaker with the most muscular, I mean, to even suggest that Quint Beastwood, who couldn't even win the Tampa, I thought he was winning, but anyway, guy who couldn't even win a pro show is defeating Mr. Olympia. I mean, come on. He is better in the abs and thigh, though, when you look at just the abs. Nice flow. Not bad, not bad. Here is the most muscular to really end this one off with. Now, Samson, at the Arnold Classic, his midsection, it was not quite as tight and separated as it was at the Olympia. I think that his midsection at the Olympia was the biggest difference of any other version of him. He was just peeled. All other aspects, he's much bigger, much better, much more conditioned than your Quint Beastwood, Quinton Uriah. Look at those calves on Quint. That has to be worth something. Now, cast your eyes on Samson Dauda and watch this. Not deterioration, it was a few years back, but watch this. Boom. Wow. The angle of the camera must be distorting his size because he looks like he's 100 pounds less. What is he, like 300 pounds at the Arnold? Something of that nature? He was huge. It looks like he's about 50 pounds less or more. Unbelievable. Now, just for fun, we'll bring his size back up. Wow. Samson Dauda, a good training partner for Quint Beastwood to get him ready. And, you can help him get a little more size on the quads. Of course, like I said, he's working with a longer quad and big calves. Look at that. Unbelievable. So with that, we will finish this one off with saying that Samson obviously winning with the Arnold Classic nowadays. He's Mr. Olympia. But we will also say that Quint Beastwood versus that Europa Pro, he was defeating Samson. So considering the age, he's younger than Samson was at that Europa. I mean, Quint Beastwood, for his age also, he takes criticism awful well. You guys remember, you fellers that are a little bit older, perhaps like myself or even older, when we were younger, we took the criticism harder. When you get older, it's like, well, yeah, take the criticism and do something about it. Actually help you. So, good head on him. It's a lot smaller than Samson's. I just had to end that off with. Samson's head's way bigger than Quint Beastwood. Have a great one, guys.